You know what? I've got a pretty busy life. Being me is a full-time job, and sometimes I just don't have the time to play games, or I'm just too tired to be bothered picking up a controller. I know, tragic, right? Still, all is not lost, because in the words of the great Dr. Ian Malcolm,
life finds a way.
And in this case, life invented video games that play themselves, or at least life invented people that invented games that play themselves. I'm talking about games for the laziest of gamers, games that do all the work so you don't have to. Games like Progress Quest. Progress Quest is an RPG in which you literally do nothing. Once you've created your character by entering a name, choosing a class and rolling your stat points, that's it. Everything else is completely automatic, from the quests, battles and levelling up, all the way through to the buying and selling of loot and equipment. You just stare at your monitor and watch progress bars go up. Occasionally you might do a bit of a mini giggle at some of the mildly amusing event text, but that's about as interactive as it gets. There aren't even any graphics to look at, it's that lazy. Still, considering Progress Quest was created as a tongue-in-cheek parody of massively multiplayer online role-playing games like EverQuest, it's done pretty well for itself, spawning quite a few copycats and pretty much birthing a genre all of its own, the zero-player game. Godvil, for instance, builds itself as a massively multiplayer zero-player game. It's mainly text-based, like Progress Quest, but with an amusing procedurally generated diary that keeps you up to date with events you may have missed while away from keyboard, or in this case, iPhone. You play not as the hero, but as a lazy god who watches over him. You can occasionally motivate or punish the hero if you like, or send him a message, but really you don't even need to do that. You just log in every so often, have a read of stuff, check out what loot your hero has earned, and then you log off again. Zero effort involved, maximum RPGing achieved. Auto Battle for the iPhone takes this concept a little further by playing on the addictive nature of gamers. Basically a loot generator rather than a ZPG, Auto Battle adds flashy graphics into the mix as well as some optional customization elements and social aspects. Oh, and a ton of microtransactions, so, you know, if you really want, you can pay real-world money to play even less of your game. Don't think all ZPGs have to be comedy RPGs or cynical cash grabs though. We only have to look back to last year's zero-player game Mountain to see that this concept can have artsy-fartsy implications as well. You take the role once again of a god, but this time a god who watches a mountain spin around. And around. And then around some more. Sometimes things happen to the mountain, weird debris will land on it, trees will grow or die depending on the seasons, and that's about it. There are a few instances of interaction though, like being able to play some tunes or zooming the camera in and out, but if you do get really bored, you can enter a cheat code and trigger Armageddon. As with most works of art, opinion about Mountain is divided, with reviews on Steam ranging from mesmerising and hypnotic through to what the f*** is this piece of shit? My final example of a game that plays itself costs £2.29 from the App Store. That's £2.29 of real money. Dreeps is probably the least interactive of all examples I've listed here, but it's definitely the prettiest. The gorgeous anime-style pixel art combined with the Mega Man-esque chiptunes give it a great sense of style and make it feel alive, even though it's basically just a screensaver. To play Dreeps, all you need to do is set an alarm and go to sleep. While you sleep, your little robot boy adventurer sleeps as well, restoring all his HP. When the alarm goes off and you rise from your slumber, so does he. Then off he goes, adventuring and battling away while you go about your daily business. You can have a little peek at Robo-Boy whenever you want, but while you can easily get your voyeur on, there are no stats to manage and there's no text to read. Subtle hints hidden in the visuals and the audio can help you imagine your own narrative though, which is a nice way to create a sense of ownership over the proceedings. What do you think? Are zero-player games a waste of time or an ingenious time-saving device for the laziest of gamers? Let me know your thoughts about ZPGs in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah.